Welcome to Lunch Break. We get an hour lunch, so we're spending 15 minutes of it each day to talk about whatever. So, let's begin the week.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm back from my vacation.
Yeah, we skipped Monday.
Yeah, my doctor freaked me out. They made me think I was like in danger or something. They were like, we need to do some tests on you immediately.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And then they were just come to our office.
Right.
And I was expecting just to like take another blood test or something. But they wanted to look at my heart with like the ultrasound device, and they wanted to like take an MRI.
Uh-huh.
But no results from the blood test and the MRI yet. But they were like, oh yeah, the ultrasound sounds fantastic. They just wanted to look at the spot that they zapped years ago.
Right.
But yeah, apparently it looks well. I don't know fully. I guess I'll get the rest of the results on the blood test and the MRI. But
Yeah.
I don't think anything's wrong. I feel fine.
Is it because your blood pressure was so stable?
I don't know, really. They were like, some of these readings look a little weird, so we wanna do some like thorough investigation.
Huh.
I don't know what those readings are or what looked weird really, because I got the results of my first blood test and everything was completely normal.
Yeah.
So I have no clue.
Hmm.
My oxygen levels were like very slightly low.
Yeah. I don't know.
But other than that, it sucks to be back at work. Also, my car exploded yesterday after coming home from the doctor's.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, now it's at the doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was at the doctor. Now it's at the doctor.
All right.
I think its issues are a lot worse than mine.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be fine. It looks like it's running well.
Yeah, it was really dramatic when it happened, though. I was just driving on the highway, looking for adventure. Born. I heard like this weird like sound, and then I lost power of steering, and I was going like 70 miles an hour on a highway, and was like, uh-oh. And then
Right.
I started slowing down, and the battery dropped to the bottom, and the heat went to the max, and then smoke started coming in through the vents, and I was like, oh, this isn't good. And I thought about pulling over, which probably would have been the smart thing to do, but I was so close to home that I decided to just go home. But
Right.
I think it's all fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seemed fine. They drove it away, so.
Yeah.
I just think the belt fell off is all.
Yeah,
And-
my car's been making this weird sound for the longest time.
Right.
That could have been it.
Steam Machine came out. Well, sort of.
The review
Basically.
copies.
The review copies and the price is out, and you can order it, sort of. You kind of basically signed up for a lottery. We're signed up for a lottery to get it. The price sucks. The price of it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's not cool at all. I'm stoked to get one. I do think it's going to be sick, but that price is a major bummer. And now the thing I'm the most stressed out about is like immediately now, like after the Steam Machine stuff, like that's set in stone. We'll find out what the fucking our lottery number is in a few days. I think on Thursday. We'll find out how long it's going to be before I actually get one. But the thing that I'm now stressed out about is GTA 6 and how the hell I'm supposed to experience it. And I guess I'm going to be playing on John's PlayStation, you know? That's
Yeah.
how we're going to do it.
Which PlayStation does he have? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, I assume it's like a Pro. It's probably going to run fine. Like, it should be good. It's just like sort of annoying. Like, I literally already took days off to play that game
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to experience that game bad. That game is going to be the most important thing in my goddamn universe when it comes out. But I'm just stressed. I hate that Rockstar does this. It fucking sucks. Like, it makes me want to buy a console, but the console prices are outrageous right now. So it's like if the prices were more reasonable, then I might do it. And I've already looked into it, and like I could buy like an Xbox Series S for like $300, but it would barely run the game. It would run the game at like 30 FPS at like 1080p or 720, and it would be on like the lowest possible settings. So it would just look like dog shit and probably suck to play. So it's like, fuck. I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah, no.
I just hate this situation so much. It's awful. But they do this every time because they know that they get people. They'll get a ton of people buy the consoles, even though it just seems like really a bad time to do this to us. Like, I get how this worked many times in the past and everything, but this isn't affordable right now. Like, come on. Like, fucking throw us a bone here. Fucking don't
Give us
do
a
this.
lifeline.
Don't do this to me. Let me play the game, please. The least that they could do is put it on the Xbox Game Pass. Like, just put it in there so that I can at least play the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. That game's not going to show up on Game Pass probably for fucking years and years, till well after it shows up on PC.
A decade.
So, fucking, there's just not going to be a way to play it unless you currently own a modern, high-end console where you're going to be able to experience it and enjoy the game, which sucks so bad. I don't know. And it's most likely going to be more than a year. I mean, I'm pretty sure GTA 5 took fucking ages to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think it took 2 years to come out on PC.
I remember we were out of high school whenever it finally released.
Right.
I think it came out in like 2013 or 14.
Yeah. But then I played that game like religiously on the Xbox, like before it was out on PC.
Yeah.
Played it constantly. But that's how I'm going to be with fucking 6, but that's going to be on a PlayStation, and it's going to be really sad because I'm fucking having to play it on a PlayStation all the goddamn time. Like, I know I'm not going to be playing anything else when that game comes out. For fucking at least, I would say bare minimum 2 months, I won't touch another game. Like, bare minimum. And then I'd probably for the rest of the year, it'll be my number one game 100%. And I know that you're going to want to play it too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to stress me out because there's only one way for us to play it.
I don't want to play it that bad, though.
Yeah. I'm going to want to play that game more than I want to breathe and eat food. So, like, it's going to be fucking rough. I don't know, man. It's stressing me out. It'd be much easier for me to, like, commit and really get into it if I could play it on the devices that I want. But having to play it on the PlayStation sucks. It also means that, like, I would like I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to be playing anything else. I'm not going to be live streaming any game other than GTA. If I hook it to the capture card, that would be the only way I'd be live or doing anything.
Yeah.
Not going to want to edit. It's going to be a 2-month vacation for me mentally. Like, as a person, I'm not going to exist anymore. I'm going to be gone. It's just going to be that game. I'm going to get home from work. I'm going to scarf down food and then immediately sit down and play that game for the entirety of the time that I have left. Yeah.
I am very excited to see some proper gameplay for it.
Yeah. I just, fuck me. And what always happens when the game comes out initially is that the servers are overloaded so you can't play multiplayer. But I'm actually kind of hoping that that's what happened because that's what happened with GTA 5. But unfortunately, that's probably not what's going to happen. They probably are going to fucking like be really prepared for it. And the servers are going to work great. And so I'm not going to even touch single player for months. That's usually how that would go.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose my head start in multiplayer. With GTA 5, it was easy because like servers were down. I'm like, oh, cool. Then I could play around in multiplayer and single player and like experience the game and enjoy how they made it like that and kind of play the single player. This time around, I don't think that's going to happen. I think the servers are going to be up immediately, and it's going to be like, I need to get in there and start fucking grinding and learning this game up and down so that I can fucking build a fucking bunch of shit ton of money and just fucking, I don't know, hoard it
Like
as
a
much as I
dragon.
can.
Like Schmaug. And multiplayer is definitely their cash cow, so they're not going to waste any time making that run smoothly as soon as possible.
Right. I mean, after 5, yeah. with 4, the multiplayer was big, but nowhere near. And like, and GTA 4, the single player was objectively just more fun.
Oh yeah. 4's multiplayer was just goof around, basically.
Yeah. Which was great. I mean, it was awesome with friends and stuff, and like in random servers, you just drive around and like fuck around. But
do you remember the haunted destinations in GTA 4?
I'm not 100% sure.
I remember playing on, like, just surfing through different servers, and I found like this group of people, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go find all the haunted areas and try to find all the Easter eggs."
Oh, okay.
That was a pretty interesting situation. There was like a factory that you could go into where apparently there's like a rat man, but I never saw him. And then there was like a haunted sewer that was like you could go in the subway system, and if you drive down the tunnels, there's like a little hole in the wall, and you can go in there, and it's like this horrible fucked up sewer with like gore everywhere.
Huh. No, I don't think I really ever looked around for those. I mean, I mostly would just go to the far southern side of the map, I think, and get the Sultan RS and then drive it to the airport and then like race people or fucking shoot up the fast food burger place.
I remember it blew my mind in multiplayer when you could rob convenience stores. I was like, holy fuck, you can make money robbing convenience stores. Like, it's like no money, like $100.
Yeah. I don't know, man. 6 is gonna be crazy, and I'm stressed out about it. I'm a little stressed.
In a different topic, we started Hazbin Hotel, and that show's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then we also started and finished Digital Circus.
Right.
That show's also awesome.
Yeah, no, Digital Circus was the shit. Hazbin Hotel is an acquired taste. Like, I like it, but
I've liked everything I've seen so far. I don't think Matt really likes it at all, though.
No, definitely not.
He's not a fan of musical stuff, though.
No. But, fucking, yeah, no, the Amazing Digital Circus is pretty tight. They did an awesome job on that. I'm glad it ended.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they didn't give in to the millions of whiny people about it not having a second season. And I hope they never, ever do that, for the love of God.
I don't even know where it would go.
No, I mean, that's exactly the problem, is that they would have to make some bullshit up or whatever and ruin it. Like, I'm glad that they understand the value of things that have endings.
Mm-hmm.
And if they just, like, there's seriously, I mean, I think I've said that about 100 times, but like, there really isn't anything more valuable to making a show good than ending it. It needs to end. You cannot make it go on forever. It will just get worse and just fall apart.
They're still making Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Which is, again, like, yeah, Rick and Morty, they killed it. They should have just let it die. Just let it fall apart. But they went for it, and I just don't care. It's just a weird imitation of the mind child of fucking Justin Roiland, who's no longer involved. Mm-hmm. It feels strange and uncomfortable to watch. I just don't like it.
Really big fan of the music in Hazbin Hotel, though. Like, it reminds me of like Disney music.
Yeah, no, they did. They killed it 100%. The music is fucking perfect. Yeah. I mean, that's usually with those kinds of shows. Again, some people don't like musical stuff. I feel like if that show didn't have the songs in it, I wouldn't give a single shit about it.
Yeah.
Like, the music is what makes that show matter to me. Because like they fucking kill it. It's awesome.
I don't know the names of any of the characters except for Angel Dust.
Yeah.
But my favorite character so far is the radio dude.
Yeah, the radio demon, fucking Alistair.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like, it's really creative how they made his voice always sound like radio-y.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of cool, like, fun, like, creative choices in that show. It's very clever, genuinely. Even though the plot doesn't really make that much sense. But it's pretty clever. There's like it also goes deep into like the satanic lore of hell and the 7 rings of hell.
Mm-hmm.
Of like the one that the whole show takes place in is the Ring of Pride, which is owned by Lucifer or controlled by Lucifer, and it's where all like the sinners live. But then there's also 6 other rings. You have like fucking one ruled by Satan, another one ruled by like Beelzebub, and another one by like the Leviathan. Leviathan world is obviously like mostly water. But then, and then you have like, and each of them have like the deadly sins. So you have like obviously like gluttony and fucking all of the other ones.
Wait, I'm super confused now. I'm not very big into Satan lore, but I thought Satan and Lucifer and Beelzebub were all the same person.
No, the Lucifer and Beelzebub and Satan are all. Lucifer is Lucifer. Lucifer is the angel that fell from heaven.
Yeah.
Satan is one of the demons that works under Lucifer. Beelzebub is also one of the demons that work under Lucifer.
Okay.
So is the Leviathan. Like there's Lucifer basically dedicated 6 demons to control and embody the deadly sins.
Okay.
And then in the world lore is like you have these giant rings, basically these like areas that are like controlled specifically by them, and all the other characters in the show that show up are often from those other rings because they can travel between them independently, but sinners can't. Sinners are trapped to the Pride Ring, so they can never go anywhere else. So most of the show takes place there, but I know that in later seasons they venture into other rings of hell.
I'm very excited to see it. I need somebody to replace Digital Circus now that it's over.
Yeah. But we gotta go. We gotta go like right now.
All right, well, to Wednesday. Goodbye.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
It's whatever. It's Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Feels like Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
But it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Boom. Steam machine news.
Yeah, I mean we talked about it coming out yesterday, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing really to say other than it's out. I want the 2 terabyte model. It's hard to justify getting it because it's an extra like $250 just for that M.2 drive. But like, if you look up what the price of M.2 drives are right now, that's what it would cost to get like a 2 terabyte M.2.
Yeah.
And there's really, so I mean, it's not egregious like some devices where like, you want to get they make the higher storage ones ridiculous when they're unreasonably more expensive. It's like, okay.
Like the iPhone and stuff?
Sure. It's like, I understand why it costs the amount that it does, I guess. It would just be worth it. I mean, the fact of the matter is that the $1,000 version of it is what I was expecting to pay, honestly, was about $1,000 and get pretty much what I want. I did assume that there was a good chance that I would end up having to pay like $1,300, but for 2 controllers in the Steam machine, not 1 controller.
Yeah.
And the reality is, it's like $1,400 for 1 controller and the 2 terabyte model. So it's like,
oh my,
I don't know. Right now I'm on the list for the 500 gig. The 500 gig with controller and then the 2 terabyte, but not the 2 terabyte with controller, because if I'm getting the 2 terabyte version of it, I'll be okay. We have enough controllers that's already extraordinarily expensive.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can like, I mean, it is only an extra little bit, so we'll see in a minute here. I might go ahead and do it too. I don't know.
Fuck it.
I did it initially, and then I removed it and just did the 500, and then I was like, well, I really want it, so I did the 2 terabyte, and then I went back and I was like, well, fuck. So, I don't know. I just know that I want this thing. What really fucks with me is just how everyone's dogging on it, Because everybody thought it was a good value. Everybody understood, like it seemed like a lot of people understood the value of this device before, but the second the price was announced, suddenly everybody forgot what the value of the Steam machine is. Like why people want it. What's so good about it?
Did you know you could build a PC that is better at the same price?
Right. It's like fucking Linus and everybody, they all did it. Like I watched Linus's video. They built a fucking computer that costs roughly the same as the price of the Steam machine. Yeah, it had a better graphics card. It had more VRAM. It had a faster CPU because it was a full desktop chip and not a laptop chip. And it it performed better. In 4K games, you get like 10 to 20% more frames. In like, and great at 4K. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
the reality is, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's going to be able to play all of those games. You know what I mean? It might not be as much of a powerful PC as like a custom built PC. If you build a custom PC, you're going to lose all of the advantages of it being a console. That's why I want it, because it's a console. If I wanted a little computer to have a whole second desktop in our living room just to play games, then I would have built one. That's not what I want. I want a console.
Did you consider that the new PlayStation is going to be more powerful?
Wow. And then I wouldn't be able to play any of my games, and I'd have to pay a monthly subscription to play online, and I'd have to buy all of the games that I want to play again in order to play on it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's some people just don't see how it's still a good piece of tech. Like somehow everybody went completely blind the second they saw the price. But the reality is, it's a console that is a little over $1,000, $1,050, the base model. If you're interested in getting a console, it's not great, but it's also not horrible. Yes, you can build a cheaper computer or a computer for the same price, and it would be more powerful, but it wouldn't be a console. It wouldn't be a small, compact device that uses very little power, that sits underneath your TV, and that can play all of your games on Steam. It can emulate all your games. It has a little slot in the front for an SD card. It's perfect. It has support for everything you need it to have support for. It automatically updates itself. Even like if you put it to sleep, it will do automatic updates on its own, so you don't have to like fuck around with anything when you turn it on. It will just work every single time. It runs SteamOS. You don't have to think about Windows or deal with any of that shit. It's SteamOS is designed and controlled by Valve, and it's Valve's hardware, so they know exactly what they're doing and what drivers and what firmware to put on it. So it's going to work every time you turn it on. Those things are invaluable for this specific setup.
Yeah.
But everybody is completely blind to that when they see that price tag.
It's a hands-off console that can play your Steam games.
Right. That is not something that you can easily get by building a PC.
Yeah, because then you have to update it and do all the dumb shit.
You have to. I mean, you could put SteamOS on it, and you get a good chunk of the advantages of SteamOS. But first of all, it's going to be much larger. You're going to have to fiddle with it. It's not always going to work exactly the way you need it to. Your hardware configuration isn't going to always work well with whatever the fuck Steam decides to do, and you're going to lose all of it's just not. It's not ideal. It's not good. I know what I want. I want the Steam machine. But again, with all of that being said, I also totally understand people that see that price and go, that's too much, and then jump out. Totally agree. Like, if you can't afford it, don't do it. Unfortunately, there is no other real good option for those people that can't afford it. That sucks. Honestly, the next best option is a Steam Deck. But it's significantly less powerful and also more expensive, like $200 more expensive than it ought to be right now also. So there really isn't something else to replace it.
The supplies for the Steam Deck are often very limited too, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the Steam machine's going to be any better. That's one of the reasons why they're doing their lottery is they probably don't have very many of them. So they can only sell however many they can sell, and then, it is what it is.
All that being said, still very excited.
Yeah, no, it's going to be sick. Once I actually have my hands on it and I can use it and it's here, I very quickly am not going to think about what it cost to get it, and it's going to last probably a very, very long time, and also has a very good repair. Like, it's extremely easy to repair. It's totally upgradable. If in the future, if I wanted to, I could put more RAM in it. It's going to ship. Valve was going to ship it with 2 8-gig sticks, so it was going to be faster, the RAM. But because of shortages and them having trouble actually getting the parts they wanted, they ended up putting a single 16-gig stick in all of them, which is going to be slower. The little bright side of that is that if in the future when RAM becomes less ridiculous, if you could somehow source that exact same 16-gig stick that they put in there, you could buy a second one and put it in there, and then you'd have 32 gigs of RAM in your Steam machine. Because the second RAM slot is still there. It's still available. It's just not filled. Or you could just buy a new set of RAM, either faster or more, or both, to swap it. And replacing the RAM in it isn't too difficult. I've watched a bunch of teardown videos. Everybody's like, they do it real fast. It looks easy. But with that same logic, I wouldn't want to get the 500 gig one because God knows how long it's going to be before even a 1 terabyte M.2 drive becomes reasonably priced. It could be a very, very, very long time.
Multiple years.
And then even then, would I even want to do it? Like, yes, I'd want to do it, but it's a pain in the ass because then I'd have to wipe the whole thing, start fresh, put SteamOS on it myself, and configure it properly. And it's sort of an ordeal that takes a little bit of that convenience of the purpose of me buying it in the first place, which is to not have to fuck with it. I can sit it down, plug it in, turn it on, done.
So I'm pretty sure GTA 6 is gonna be like 300 gigabytes.
Yeah.
How big is Red Dead Redemption 2?
It's pretty big.
Isn't
I think
it
it's
like
close.
200?
Yeah,
or
I was going to
something?
say it's close to 200.
So if you had the 500 gigabyte one, you could have those two games on it.
Yeah, well, probably not even. Yeah, you probably wouldn't even be able to hold both of them at the same time. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It's just not really enough. And again, the reason we're buying it is so we can play bigger games.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if we have the same amount of storage we have on the Steam Deck, it's kind of lame. Like, we're not really getting that much more of an advantage. I guess if you really wanted to, you could get the 500 gig one and then get like an external drive with a bunch of stuff on it. But then, you know, you have to run with an external drive, and that's going to be slow as shit. And I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, my big excitement for the Steam machine really was just to be able to play Red Dead and fucking Kingdom Come out here.
Right. Yeah. And then I mean I want Subnautica 2. I want to be able to play that fucking the one game, the RPG game that I was playing,
Crimson Desert.
I want to be able to play that properly.
How's that run on the Steam Deck?
It runs. It does run. And it is playable. But it isn't fun because it's bad enough that like I think I have to have the resolution something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of limpy the whole time. But it will totally run on the Steam machine. Even GTA 6 will run on the Steam machine. It's estimated that you'll probably have to, first of all, guarantee play it in 1080p, which I honestly assume I'm going to play like 90% of the games I play on the Steam machine are going to be in 1080p.
That's the resolution of the TV anyways.
No, the TV is 4K.
Oh, I thought it was, okay.
Mm-mm. TV is 4K, but I feel like 4K is overrated. When I'm sitting in the living room and I'm on this couch, I don't give a shit. You know, I just want to play the game.
Yeah.
1080p looks good. It looks fine. I've always felt that way. Even my room, like my 2K monitor, I have a 2K fucking monitor on my desk. Half the time, if a game doesn't run great, I'll just drop it to 1080p and I don't give a shit. Like, I won't think twice about it. I'll just do it. Because you get you get way more frames and it's totally worth it. I'd rather have a higher frame rate than a fucking higher resolution any day.
Every time.
But if we're playing a smaller, like an older game, even like Subnautica 1, probably will run at 4K and look really, really good out here on the Steam machine. Subnautica 2 won't. It'll probably run okay at 1080p. It'll probably run well enough at 1080p. GTA 6 should run, considering that the Steam machine falls somewhere in between a PlayStation 5 and a PlayStation 5 Pro. And the PlayStation 5 Pro they made GTA 6 to run on it. So it'll do it. It'll probably drop to like 40 to 50 FPS occasionally. But like you can probably tweak some settings and it'll run all right.
I can never remember what the console is now because there's like just so many different like we're on PlayStation 5 right now, right?
Yeah.
And then what's the new Xbox that's out right now?
The current one is I think the Xbox Series X.
Okay.
I think is the best one right now.
I think I just miss the days when it was, like PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And then like a slim version and like a even beefier version.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do that for PlayStation,
But yeah, I mean, they have the regular PlayStation, and the Slim, and then this PlayStation Pro.
Okay.
And then they also have like the digital versions of those, but I think the Slim has a digital, and it just means it has no disc tray in it. It's slightly cheaper.
Hmm.
But anyway, we gotta go.
Yeah. All right. Well, tomorrow's Thursday.
Yar.
Goodbye.
Yay.
Good night.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
It's the day that it is today, and right now.
It is Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh my God. Work is insane at the moment.
Oh.
I've been working on this project where it's the type of project where like the construction crew sends me documents as to what changes they did, so I have to make the changes in the program.
Yeah.
I can't do any like speculation or I can't make it up as I go. I have to go off of specifically what they gave me.
Right.
And what they gave me is incomplete and very confusing.
Huh.
And like one of the issues I'm having, I've had this issue before, but like the problems with the project are not like obvious. I can't identify the problems until I start trying to make the corrections that they want me to make. And then once I start to make those corrections, that's when the problems become like identifiable. So I'm running into this situation where like I'm communicating with the construction people and I'm like, hey, I've got this specific issue here. And they're like, oh, okay, here's the solution to that. And then, I make those corrections, I go somewhere else. And then I run into another thing where I have to contact them again.
Yeah.
And typically this isn't like an issue. Like typically I can just contact the construction crew and they'd be like, oh yeah, we forgot to upload this document that shows all that. Here you go. For this one, it's been strange. Like I had to go onto a call with one of the construction crew. And they were basically reiterating all the issues I had. I'm like, yes, I'm aware of these issues, but I need this specific problem right here. And the guy was like, well, I don't have a solution to that. So how about you call this other guy? And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And he's like, well, he doesn't use the same software that you guys use for communication. So you'll have to call him on your phone. So, so I had to call this guy on my cell phone. And that was really difficult and awkward because number one, they didn't speak English very well. And then number two, I can't like share my screen or anything and show them the issue. So I had to describe it all over phone.
Yeah.
I eventually came to the solution where like basically everything was wrong and I just had to move things to a different fiber.
Right.
But I'm really worried because I know I'm going to have to call this guy again because I'm like maybe a fifth way through the issues. Then there's a lot more issues that I'm going to have to communicate with this person on the phone with.
Yeah.
So that's how work is going right now. Like it's not really all the solutions are really easy. It's just I wish there were documentations and things to show that these issues are things that I can correct because like later on when I push this project to QC, they're not going to have any evidence of why I made these changes.
Yeah. So I mean, I would just, if you can, on your like deliverable stuff, just like heavily mark it up.
Yeah.
And just take a creative liberty on kind of over explaining what's happening.
What I've been doing so far is I'm just like telling the supervisor of the construction crew to email me the stuff that I'm doing. So he just like written out like, oh, designer made these changes because of words that this guy said.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like there's no evidence for it. It's just off of hearsay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got a lot on your mind with the GTA and the
Steam
Steam
I don't
machines.
know. I'm just fucking wanting to die. Rockstar's doing the pre-order for GTA 6. I haven't done it yet because there's no reason. It's going to be available to buy for right up until it's out, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know. I don't really love the way that Rockstar does their shit and how it's going to take a year or more, probably more than a year for it to come out on PC, and then so you have to buy the game twice, and then they probably won't let you merge it like they did last time. Last time, the reason why they made it so easy is because Xbox 360 was like dead.
Yeah.
Like it was
End
dead
of life.
Yeah, it was done. There were no more games being made for it. It was over. But tons of people were playing GTA 5 on a 360, so they were like, okay, we will allow you to do a one-time transfer to whatever else. and that's when I moved to PC, which is great because I got to keep all my progress. But I don't think that that's going to happen this time. I don't really see any reason why it would happen, especially with the state of tech right now. I'm pretty sure the PlayStation 5 is going to be the console for a long time.
Yeah.
And including like the modern Xbox. Obviously, Xbox Helix is supposed to come out, but that's not going to be until probably after the game is released on PC. And by then, they probably won't care or do transfers. And then also, when they do finally release it on PC, they'll do what they did with Red Dead and GTA, where they'll release it on Rockstar's store, and then you buy it there, and then you immediately regret it because a month later they release it on Steam, and you're like, well, I want it on Steam, I don't want it on fucking Rockstar's store, so you buy it again, and then, like, I don't know. It just, the whole thing is such a clusterfuck for PC players, and they do it on purpose because they know that they can get more money out of you trying to navigate their bullshit. And, I don't know. I'm stressed about it. I'm not looking forward to the whole ordeal. I'm really not looking forward to having to play it on a console at all because it's going to be really awkward and not that fun like that. But it's whatever.
There's nothing that can really be done about it. Like, people could boycott it, but they're not going to do that.
No, and I mean, Rockstar, they just, well, I mean, also, like, I mean, they don't make as much money if they don't do it, but on one hand, I understand how, like, that kind of makes sense. Like, yeah, they wouldn't make as much money because people on console are going to spend a lot more money because modding won't be as easy. But on the other hand, that's not even true because they're still going to make shit tons of money once it's on PC like they did with GTA 5. It's not like they only made money for the first year when that game was out and suddenly they stopped making money. Like, that's total bullshit. Like, people are going to buy shark cards and shit in those games,
a metric fuck
like,
ton.
all the time. So they're worried about the modding community because, like, with 5M being as successful as it was, 6M is going to be extremely successful. And the second they port it to PC, they're going to start working on that, or they probably are going to have it almost ready. And then a lot of the community won't even be in Rockstar's ecosystem. They'd be playing the game through those ecosystems, which are not connected. But that's a big thing that Rockstar was trying to do. I think they even bought some of those modding communities, not 5M specifically, but like bought some of the communities that made those servers so that they can use them to build out GTA multiplayer to be like that. I would assume that they're doing a different, like a server system to allow for specific RP servers on their own game.
Yeah.
Which would have a lot more options and a lot more customization and stuff. And potential modability, I guess, so that it's all still within the Rockstar world. But I don't know. It's a clusterfuck. There are some things I like about it. I like that multiplayer doesn't come out until later on, so they delay the multiplayer. They always do that, but it's nice because it will give me a chance to actually play the single player. Because the second the multiplayer drops, I'm done with the single player until I get hella deep in the multiplayer, and then a few years later, I might finish the single player if I didn't already finish it.
Yeah.
That's usually how that goes. Like, I fucking play the shit out of the multiplayer, and that's all I really want. But oh god, I'm just stressed. It's gonna be an ordeal. It's also gonna take a lot of time out of my life. I'm gonna be doing almost nothing but GTA.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to find the time to play it as much as I know I want to. But yeah. All things considered, I am stoked about it, but we still have a few months before it even comes out.
Comes out in November?
I think so.
Yeah, we're almost there already. We're at the end of the 6th month, so
yeah,
just a few more months to go.
And then obviously the Steam machine, as soon as we finish this episode, about 10 minutes after, the lottery results are going to come through, and I'm going to see whether or not which version of the console I can get, and whether or not I'm going to get it within any reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous about that. It's a bit stressful. Work has been pretty fine. It's not typical, but it's the new typical. It's everything's changed recently, but this is now starting to become the new normal, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Today's World Cup Day. We get to submit a ticket and get popcorn.
yeah. I mostly been listening to music. I've been listening to a lot of Ween all day.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, they have a new album coming out in about 30 days, and they've been dropping songs from it a little bit at a time, and they released 3 new songs yesterday, and they're pretty fun. It's their 12 greatest country hits album or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's just like a bunch of like country flavored music, but it's none of it's like, it's all like almost like a parody of country music. Like some of them are like legit. I mean they all have the right instruments, but like one of them is like about his dog named Fluffy, and it's like the dog's on his porch, and then the dog leaves the porch, and it like walks around, and then it comes back to the porch, and that's like the whole song, and the lyrics are just like really weird and shallow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ween is really good. All their stuff is like very addictive. They have incredibly like catchy melodies and stuff. They have one song that they just put out yesterday as well. That's like, it reminds me of like Pink Floyd if Pink Floyd was a country band. Like it's literally what it sounds like. And it's pretty fun. But yeah.
I haven't been listening to anything all day. I've been wanting to listen to the podcast I listen to a lot. We have Ways of Making You Talk. They recently just came out with an episode about Operation Barbarossa, that's when the Nazis invaded the Soviet Union, the largest invasion ever. So I'm sure that'll be a very exciting episode, but I've been too busy just playing secretary all day, just communicating through emails and going on to calls with random people and then calling people on my phone.
Yeah.
I think I've kind of reached the tail end of that until I run to the next issue. So maybe for a good hour or so I can listen to that podcast.
Yeah.
I'd like to listen to Ween too. Like Ween is always really good.
I would just say I recommend listening to their newest album. Even their they have a lot of remasters of some of their older songs, but they're all really fun on that album. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm digging it. Muy bien. I don't really want to leave. Friday is probably going to be the worst day because for some godforsaken reason, every Friday has been hell the last like 2 weeks. Like when Friday comes around, it's like suddenly everybody's like lighting a fire under your ass, and they're like, here's a bunch of shit that needs to be done right now, and no pressure, but we need this done immediately or else. And
I suggest you get this done immediately.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Not looking forward to that. But Friday should be cool. We're going to play more D&D. D&D's been great. And probably eat a lot of White Castle, allegedly.
I don't know. I'm kind of reconsidering it because it's stupid expensive. We could just go to Roosters instead.
Yeah.
And have a much more enjoyable time. I don't know what made me crave White Castle, but I was like, oh, White Castle sounds nice. And then I started looking at the prices. Like the basic standard like crave case is $40.
Yeah.
So 2 of those would be like basically $100.
Yeah.
For 60 little tiny sliders.
Right.
Which, would be plenty of food for all of us, but that's stupid expensive.
Yeah.
I could go to Roosters and spend $12 and get incredibly full and have delicious food.
Right. Yeah, I mean, unless we wanted to split the costs across everybody.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if people really want to do that. I mean, there's other like catering-ish places that I was thinking about us doing at some point, because for the D&D stuff.
Like Mark's Feed Store? Or
Maybe.
I haven't been there in a year. Well, I know it was, we had some of that for the wedding, and that was really nice.
Yeah. I mean, there's like, not even just like catering, but just like things that like kind of like what White Castle does, where they have like those giant packs of just like a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like even Taco Bell does it, but like, I just mean like better.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of options. Also, just like pizza is always an option.
Yeah.
You know, just like a ton of pizza isn't super bad. Probably be like half the prices of doing the White Castle thing,
Mm-hmm.
but you get probably more or the same amount of food.
I do like a good pizza.
Yeah.
Makes me think of Spider-Man. It's pizza time.
But I always feel like Jets is the best option. But even like Jets' bigger pizzas are really, I think, a great bargain in terms of price. Like you get so much.
Like one slice is enough.
Yeah,
for
if we
like
got
a
like
long
2
time.
large pizzas, no one would be hungry.
Mm-hmm.
No one. Not a single person. Everybody would be stuffed. And then like some of their like maybe like their dessert bread cinnamon sticks or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I think everybody would be, and then obviously like snacks. We still need to get snacks for Fridays.
Yeah, we always seem to be lacking on the snacks.
Yeah, I just like we need to do it. I haven't. I mean, I don't really want a snack personally, but I think it should be there.
It's a polite host thing to do.
Yeah. Oh God.
We've still been watching Hazbin Hotel, and I'm thoroughly enjoying that. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's fun. I like it.
All the music's really fun.
Yeah.
I'm currently on my 3rd watch through the Amazing Digital Circus.
Yeah, I mean, you've noticed that like the whole animation of like the blue dot, red dot thing is like Bubble is the blue dot and the red dot is Kane, and Bubble, like initially it was just Bubble because he was the original AI, and then traps Kane, Kane breaks free, absorbs Bubble, and then Kane's eyes, the blue and the red, or sorry, blue and the green. His eyes are like solid black when Bubble's not with him, but if Bubble's with him, then they're the same. So when he has his like freak out moments, that's Bubble essentially fully controlling him. By the end of it, it was like Bubble was entirely controlling Kane. But when he finally does like reach out and get rid of Bubble at the end, his eyes are like normal.
Yeah.
And he's like chill, but like they were like having an internal fight about it. And then each of the characters are like different mental analogies. So like fucking Ragatha is like she just tries to pretend like everything's okay all the time.
Yeah.
Even when it's not. And then fucking Rope, whatever, the ribbon girl, she's like bipolar.
Gangle.
Zoogle, whatever, has like body dysmorphia.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like constantly like uncomfortable with herself, but I don't think she's trans. I think she might be lesbian.
I thought she's supposed to be non-binary.
Maybe, but like I said, I don't think she's trans.
All those vocabulary words confuse me because I'm pretty sure non-binary falls under the spectrum of trans, but I don't know.
And then
Kinger just has dementia.
Yeah, well, it's not even just. Yeah, I guess it's dementia. It's just sort of like he's kind of just lost his mind. He's just cutting himself away from everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of just a disassociation.
What is Pomni?
Pomni is, I think, supposed to just be just somebody who's kind of like an outsider. Like she joined in 2017, which is when the show was made. Like she was like just the newest member in 2017, and then she is a clown because I think that it's all based on like how people see themselves.
Yeah.
So she probably kind of feels like a jester or something, or maybe she feels like she's not taken seriously or something. I don't know what the fuck her deal is exactly.
I'm about to be on my 4th watch through because I'm watching it on my own for my 3rd time, but then also one of my friends want to watch it, so I'm going to watch it with them.
Yeah, I mean it's only 4 hours.
Yeah, it's super easy to watch.
Yeah.
Very funny. I love Bubble. they make me, every scene they're in, they always make me laugh.
It's voiced by the person that wrote it.
Yeah.
And that made it.
Sounds sticky.
Yeah.
Sounds beef.
And then, yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of like little things in it. There's a lot.
I've been noticing, like, I've been looking at the background a lot more often. So, like, the bit when they're getting the syrup truck, and after that they're like all talking to each other in the background, or talking to each other in the foreground, but in the background you can see the other gummy crocodile dudes. They're just like dancing. And they're like just like doing this like coordinated like weird like dance on it. It was really silly. There's a lot of stuff like that in the show.
Yeah.
Better get back to work.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go like right now. We're late.
All right, well, to Friday.
Yar.
Yay, Friday. Woo!
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
It's Friday, finally.
Friday. Let's go for a Friday.
I guess it's kind of cool that it's Friday.
At least it's not Monday.
Yeah, it's just been kind of an awful day.
Mm-hmm. How's work going?
I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's bad. I've been having to just have like a vague argument with somebody that lives in a completely different state about how to do their job. And they had no idea how to do their job. And it went on for so long that I got desperate and had to reach out to my supervisors to be like, hey, can you please talk to this person so that I can do my job, because I'm having to teach them how to do their job. And they were like higher ranking than me, and they're definitely getting paid more than I am.
Yeah.
And I'm having to like teach them what to do. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm not being paid enough to teach you how to do your job.
I find it funny how like their profile picture looks really professional too.
Yeah.
They're like wearing a suit.
Yeah. They look stupidly professional, and then like just had no idea what he was doing.
So how do we do the job again?
Yeah.
Gets paid like $10 extra and wears a suit.
Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, no, I've the rest of the day I also have like projects that I really, really don't like. They're stressing me out. Like it's one of those days where like as soon as I left for lunch, I like immediately reached out to my supervisors about a question that I have, and I'm very much hoping that when I get back I'll have an answer.
Yeah.
And I have no idea if I'm going to get an answer or not. Yeah, it's just one of those jobs where I don't get them very often, and when I do, I have to ask a lot of questions because there's always some crazy shit going on. And yeah, but it is what it is.
I'm still working on that project where I was acting as secretary the entire day yesterday, just like talking to a bunch of people.
Right.
And like I have to have evidence or like some sort of documentation to show why I made the changes, because there's no documentation for it. So my evidence is a screenshot of me figuring out, being like, so all this stuff is actually on this fiber. And the guy's like, I guess so.
Yeah.
There's no proof. It's just me guessing.
Right.
So I'm going to use that as the evidence.
Nice.
Because it was like a whole email change, and he included the screenshot, and he was like, Thomas figured it out. I was like, figured out in quotations. Like, I have no evidence. I just kind of guessed because it made the most sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know, making sense on this project doesn't seem to be worth anything, because everything else that I've been working on that has documentation makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, well, this one, which would typically be lined for fiber 1, well, it's going to be on fiber 12. And then the next one, is it going to be on 13, or is it going to be all on 11? No, it's going to be on fiber 5.
Right.
And then like all of them, they're all just mismatched all over the place.
Yeah.
We've got like, there's like a standard where like they want the addresses to be at the closest pole.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, they're like, no, this one, let's have it go like all the way across the map to this other pole.
Yeah.
And then we'll have this one that's like really close to an obvious pole with a bunch of equipment, but let's just have it go on the other side of the road for some reason. So like the fibers are just like tangled up in knots going all over the place.
Yeah.
And then my supervisor's all on me. He's like, your points are low and you got to get this project done now. And I'm like, I'm not going to get this project done anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because like I have to convert all the equipment to normal standards. I have to rename everything.
Right.
And then I have to freaking go through all this like Egyptian hieroglyphics to decipher where in the God's name these fibers go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. I think it's a mess for everybody. I've been talking to other people on my team, and they're saying that they're having issues with points and just having to deal with crap they don't want to deal with, me included. One of them was like QCing something I did, and I made a bunch of stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, and like having to fix stuff. So it's just everything's sort of falling apart.
Same thing on my floor. Everyone's low for points, not just for this week, but for the entire month.
Yeah.
And it's because we've been getting one of two projects. We've been getting projects that are worth 1 point that take like 5 hours to complete. And they're just really tedious. You just kind of like look at a bunch of paperwork and see if it matches the paperwork. And if it does, you submit it and it's worth 1 point. And then other projects like these where they're absolutely freaking massive and incredibly convoluted and take way too long.
Yeah.
I think I was talking about it the other week. I had that one project that was like incredibly massive, and like we have like a certain amount of addresses we can cover per area, and he was at like 1 or 2 addresses below the maximum. And typically when that happens, we'll split that area into multiple areas.
Right.
And the construction crew even confirmed that we're going to do that, but they're like, go ahead and design it anyways.
Yeah.
So it's just like a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Very demoralizing, because I know in like a month or from now, they're going to send it back and be like, well, it seems like this is at the capacity of addresses. I don't know why we didn't split this earlier. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I don't know why we didn't split this earlier.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to redesign the whole thing again.
Right.
But who needs standards? Like, standards are for chumps.
Right.
Just get it out. Just fucking, just send it out there. Nothing matters anyways. The construction doesn't look at what we're doing. They just do whatever they want.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very rough. Steam Machine. Apparently, it's possible to receive notifications about the lottery like anytime, I guess. I haven't gotten anything, so that news is actually just concerning to me, because it just means that like I might be further back in the rollout. I don't know. I'm still just waiting on an email and hoping I get something, and it's taking a very long time, and it's stressing me out, because I don't want to have to wait a super long time to get it.
I've been hyping for this thing forever.
I know. It might be a problem, because they might delay us like months, many months. But at least I'll have a date for it, at least, assuming I get this email eventually. I think it has to be here by next Monday. I think that's like the deadline of when they're sending them out.
Okay.
So at worst case scenario, it comes in by Monday. But if it comes in on Monday, then I most certainly didn't get a good spot. I don't think. I feel like it should have come in sooner than that.
I thought they were supposed to announce like the lottery winners yesterday.
I did too, but I think yesterday is the lottery being closed.
Okay.
And then the 29th is the lotteries, like that's when they're fully done sorting everything. But I think any time between then and there is like you could receive a notification according to like Valve's, according to like the page where you got on the list. It said like few days. It doesn't say a specific date. It says within a few days.
Soon, TM.
Yeah, or like within a day, it says, or something. So it's like, I don't know. But it is what it is.
Have you been able to listen to anything interesting while at work?
No, I've just been listening to music. Just like Loot Pack and freaking mostly Loot Pack.
Yeah, I've been needing to lock in, so I've been listening to Death Note soundtracked.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very much sort of brain dead. It sucks, man. I'm sick of it. Also, the first part of the last episode of this podcast, I was going on and 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 on about hardware just being too hardware, my take on hardware.
Yeah.
And it was extraordinarily confusing. So I feel like I could summarize it simply just by saying like, I don't think. Like I guess I want to just mention that. Oh my God, it was droning on. It was hard to. I tried listening to that bit and I was like, God damn. Like I keep dancing around the thing I'm trying to say, but I don't really know how to put it into words. It's hard to explain what I mean, and I don't think I really even have words for it now, other than to say that like.
You want to give it another try?
I would just just as a summary, to just say that like I think that hardware right now is getting ridiculous and is entirely unnecessary for the majority of games, and there's no reason to like. I just don't see the point in spending a shit ton of money, especially with how expensive everything is. It does seem like you're better off getting like something simple, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's been like that for a long time, but. Yeah, I was confusing myself when I was listening to it, because I was like, I was like, yeah, like my phone is really powerful, and I started off by being like, yeah, my phone is just powerful or more powerful than my first desktop I built, but then I was like, but I don't think, but I was like, nothing advanced since then and there, and I was like, that's kind of like back flip flopped on what I'm trying to say. It's like I don't mean that like. Things haven't gotten better since when I built my first desktop and now in terms of hardware. I just mean like games are not any more fun than they are now. Like when I find a new game from like back then, and I find a game I haven't played yet from back then, I have just as much fun as if I find a game that's made today.
Yeah.
And it's gonna run way worse today than the game that's from back then. So it's like, realistically, if you're just trying to play games and have fun, you're not missing out on anything if you just build a reasonable system or like use older hardware and just enjoy the games that you can play, because there's millions and millions and millions of really good games that you can totally play.
It's like the game, the physics and the AI are the same, if not worse.
Yeah.
The gameplay mechanics are all stuff we've seen before.
Right.
And the graphics, wow, it looks...
Yeah.
There's ray tracing and a bunch of particles.
Yeah. Like, it looks better, but like, come on. Like, it's just a little too much. And then, yeah. I mean, it's also just like, the modern ones are so fucking huge in terms of disk space.
1 billion gigabytes.
GTA 6 is rumored to be around 300 gigs. And then, like, obviously, like, Red Dead 2 was like 150, I think, minimum, at least. And then, I mean, I don't know. They all just keep getting worse. Like,
I think we were speculating years ago, like how, whenever games started transitioning from discs to digital,
yeah.
that they were going to get so big digitally that they're going to come back with like hardware. Like you just get like a little storage device that you plug into your computer again.
Yeah. Yeah. It does full circle, because they're like, the digital media isn't enough to hold these, and then they get so big that people don't have enough like local storage to actually hold or play the game, so they have to start shipping it as its own storage device in order for you to play the game off of it. Which is actually like, I don't know, I could see that happening.
Bring back, they're like new types of like floppy disks.
Yeah. They would just be flash, because otherwise people would complain. It would have to be like really fast, but so it'd have to be like an SD card or something, or SSD.
Yeah.
But like,
you buy like this little add-on to your computer with a bunch of little slots in it.
Yeah. Everybody would just have like a little like a multi-cartridge thing, and they just slide it in, and then they start playing.
This sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sounds excessive.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that. I mean, you could just buy a bunch of SSDs. GTA 5 is like 150 gigs, so you could get like 100 or like 100 gigs, 100 and something gigs, so you could get like 150 gig SSD, and then just put like a sticker on it of the GTA 5 logo, and then you just have that at hand, and then you can buy like a dock, and then do that for all of your games. Just get like appropriately sized SSDs and put like little graphics of what game it is on there, and then you just slot it in and play it.
That'd be a very interesting thing to show someone.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at my game collection. Like,
Yeah, and they're like, what the fuck is this? Like, you got it's like a whole shit ton of SSDs. Yeah.
This is completely off topic. It goes to World War II. I was telling you about it yesterday, but I learned yesterday that Tojo, he was the war minister for Japan in World War II.
Yeah.
And he was in the Navy, so he knows how to speak Morse code. And he was a big person in the planning of the attack on Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
So after the war was over and Japan lost, he needed new teeth. And the dentist who made his dentures was an American. And he inscribed into the back of his teeth in Morse code, "Remember Pearl Harbor."
Huh.
And I was just like thinking about like, just imagining Tojo in jail with new teeth. And he likes licking the back of his teeth, and he feels like all these weird bumps, and he realizes it's Morse code. And just him for the first time like realizing what it says.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you fucks.
I want to point out that literally just now I received the most devastating email.
Uh-oh.
I am officially in the reservation queue for the Steam Machine for the 512 gigabyte with controller model. That was the one that I managed to get.
At least you get another controller.
I mean, that really blows. I'll have within 3 days to complete the purchase. So they'll send me a separate email in a little bit with the ability to purchase it, and I'll have 3 days to complete the purchase before they cancel my reservation and move to the next person in the queue. So
did you ever confirm how much storage space the Steam Deck has?
Yeah, it's 500.
Oh, what's the same?
Yeah, it's the same exact. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying, like, I really don't want this. Like, I honestly, like, do we wait? That's where we're at now. We have, this is either we accept this and we get the Steam Machine at 512 gigs, and I inevitably have to buy an SD card, or like an SSD, M.2 SSD to put in there, with SteamOS on it.
I guess the question is, what's the likelihood that we could get our hands on something if we miss this opportunity?
I don't know.
It's all up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, but we got to go.
Yep. All right, well, to the weekend.
You
Goodbye.
are.
Good night.
Bye.